Hello everyone, this is Cher from Cher and Charlie's Personal Crafts. How are you this evening? I'm going to make this kind of a two-part series on, two-part video. The first part I want to show you how to make my fan, I figured it would be better to show you than to try to explain it. But these are the fans that I've been making off of Tina Lee. This one doesn't have any twine at the bottom yet, but you can put any kind of twine on them or rope. But and here's another one. So Donna from Donna Unboxes, she said, yeah, I would like for you to show me how to make them. So that's what I'm going to do today. And it's not that hard of a procedure. I learned it. This is the vase that I know you guys remember me making, a vase from the Dollar Tree, one of my favorites. Speaking of which, the one that I made, the flower pot that I made for my planter, which I made with baking soda paint, that was a wash. I mean, it turned out beautiful, and my plant went in there, but Cheryl goes over there to pick up the plant one day, and it literally cracked in my hand. Luckily, my hand didn't get cut or anything, but these glasses aren't so hot. Hold on. But I literally, and these are worse. Hold on. I literally could have cut my hands open, but luckily I didn't. Okay, so what you're going to need to make a fan and is a dowel, and this is a little thicker one, but it's the only one I have left. They usually give you a pack with some thinner dowels and some thicker ones. Some thicker paper, and I'm going to use this. This is kind of a beigey, yellowish color from my friend Angela. And a ruler, and a nice sharpened pencil, regular, and a glue gun. Okay, and if you want, I'm going to use some rope, regular rope, because I have a ton of it, to wrap the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to put it down here and show you how we're going to do this. So the first thing you do is find the center. Let me move this towel out of the way. I've got all kinds of things on this table to keep from glue getting on it. The first thing we're going to do is find the center of the paper. This is about almost 12 inches, so we're going to go kind of here. Don't worry about it if you don't have it the exact. Sorry about that. I had to stop the video because I wanted to turn on Do Not Disturb so I don't get calls. Okay. So don't worry about finding everything exact, because once you start making the fan, it will suddenly come together and it'll be kind of even. And you know me, I'm never exact in anything I do. So you take to the middle of your center here, and you're going to kind of curve it down into a curved triangle all the way to the bottom. If you don't do it exactly right, don't worry about it. Just take your pencil. As you see, I messed up here. And take it to the bottom. I don't know why I should have done it this way. That's why it's best to use a pencil. Just kind of curve it down to the bottom. And like I said, don't worry if it's not totally even. Then what you're going to do is cut it out. Oh, you're also going to need scissors. So we are going to cut out this fan. I know it's hard for you to see, but it's like a rounded triangle, like kind of like a teepee. So now we're going to cut it out all the way down. Okay, now you got your kind of TP triangle thing, and see how it's curved to the end, but don't worry if it's not perfect. The next thing you're going to do is fold it in half. And this is how we get it perfectly centered. We're gonna fold it in half. Let me take this is very uneven, so just take it in half and fold it down nice and tight. And this is how you really make it nice and even. Okay, so then you see how it's not even. So you're gonna cut out the part that's over the line of being uneven, you're gonna cut that out. See that, this extra piece here, we're gonna cut that out to make it even. Actually, this wasn't too bad, but I'm just gonna cut that piece out. I got terrible lighting here. I gotta do something about this lighting right now so you guys can see this better. That's why I put something down here that was a little bit darker. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay, so you see how I still have a little bit of an edge here. I'm just gonna make that even. And wait, you gotta kind of curl this so that there's a little tip to the top of the teepee. So it kind of looks like this. Okay, and then next we are going to open it up. And so let's see, what side do I want it to be? This is going to be the good side. So you take your dowel and we're going to center it into the center of the fold that you have. All right, but we're not going to put it all the way to the top. We're going to try to do like a 3/4 center, like 3/4 of the way up, I'm sorry. So then we'll hold it until it adheres, and I'll be right back. This is a thicker dowel, so this might make it a little complicated for me, but so as you see, it's like a rounded triangle. Okay, so it's glued down. The next thing you're going to do, I really prefer a thinner dowel, like about like this, but I don't have any, so we're going to have to work with this. Is you're going to take a fold and fold it backwards. Try to make it centered. Okay, so you have a fold like this, and then you're going to fold it back the opposite direction and try to line it up so it's straight. You can also do this off the dowel. I just find it a little faster to do it like this so I can show you. And then you're going to fold it over again. Try to keep it even. And I'll bring it up and show you what I'm doing. See how I'm folding against it? Like you go one way, then you go the other way, and just keep it lined up to this piece right here, to your dowel. Like I said, to make it easier for you, you may want to do your folding before you put it on the dowel, but I'm trying to kind of do it a little faster. And as I told you, now we're going to go back and kind of go like an accordion, back and forth, and just keep it lined up with this edge right here. And then go back. Is Tina Lee, the channel Tina Lee. She's a young girl who just moved to California with her husband. And I love her crafts. They're very boho and yet inspiring, not really difficult to make. Okay, we're at the end here, so I'm going to just cut this little piece off. All right, so that's one side of the fan. Don't worry about fanning it out just yet. Now we're going to do the opposite side the same way. We're going to fold it back like an accordion. And then, like I said, you're going to go back and forth. Try to keep it lined up with the other side. And it may not be exactly perfect with the line up, but don't worry about it. And then go like an accordion, go back and forth, keep it lined up against the lineup of your grain, the lineup of your paper. And then go back. This one kind of, I got a little bit off. I gotta take it. If you don't get a straight line to where you want it, go back and fix it. And it's like I said, like an accordion, back and forth. Back. And if you feel more comfortable, you can do it off the dowel. And then glue the dowel when you're done. Glue the dowel on to the back when you're done. And back. And all the way to the end, you're just going to keep going. Now we're getting to the end. Let's see, but a couple more, I think this is going to be...
Hello everyone, just cutting in here to let you know you can do the folding before you put the dowel on, and that may just be a little bit easier. As a matter of fact, I did this to save time. However, I wished I had showed you the easier way of doing it. But anyway, you live and learn.
Piece of our leftover paper, and what the heck did I do with it? Oh, it's over here. We're going to take a piece of our paper that we used originally. I just cut like a 3/4 of an inch piece, about this size, and we're going to wrap it around the bottom. In fact, this is not the piece I want. Let's try this again. About 3/4 of an inch, just so we can wrap it around. I'm going fast here, so this is going to be part of my gift, by the way. I'm going to pick out the nicest one, and where you're going to, as you see, it's a little uneven right here. I should have taken it down, but don't worry about it. That's why we're going to take this piece of paper and we're going to fold it, hot glue it around the bottom, so to cover up any imperfections. So I'm going to wrap it. Put a little hot glue there and pull as tight as you can to wrap it this piece at the bottom. Like I said, if you feel more comfortable, you can do this off the dowel. Fold the paper off the dowel, and when you're all done, then you can put the dowel on the back side of the paper, so that, you know, use the, like this side is where I had, where the dowel is where I had my writing, I believe. Yeah, that's where I had the writing, and you don't want that to show. You want this to be the good side. All right, so I'm holding this till it kind of adheres and hot glues down. And by the way, I just thought I'd tell you that I'm just gluing that little side down that wasn't quite even. I fell yesterday really bad. It was a bad fall, and I hurt the whole left side of my, feels like I did something to bruise my ribs or something coming out. I let Charlie out, and unfortunately I tripped over his dog leash, and I got pretty bad. It was a pretty bad fall, and if I didn't, I was laughing because I didn't want my friend to get upset, but I really wanted to cry. I was in so much pain. All right, so here we have it. Now we're going to spread it out a little bit. And like I said, it would probably be better if you did it off the dowel, but I wanted to save time. Now you can spread it out. Okay, and that's what it looks like. And it's just a little something you can put in a vase like I did. I just think it's really neat looking and boho looking, and something easy you can make yourself. Okay, now the bottom, I'm just going to add a little bit of rope. I have a lot of rope laying around. But this is the rope I'm going to use. Oh, by the way, I moved my furniture back again. I didn't like it. I just thought, I don't know. I like it better. I liked it better. You can watch me do this. I'm putting a little bit of glue down at the end of the dowel. Just like this, a little bit. You don't have to go all the way up, and be really careful. I did get burnt, yes, a few times doing this. It gives it like a more of a rustic look with the rope, or you can use twine, or you can use like a lighter. I like the lighter colored rope. I think that's really like a more natural color. So we're at the bottom here, and I'm just going to glue that down. Yeah, so I really had a bad fall, and I moved my furniture around because I felt it was kind of cold and empty feeling, and Charlie wasn't all that thrilled about looking out the window, which was my original reason I did it, putting a little more glue down. And because he wasn't interested, because I'm on the 4th floor, and all you really see on the 4th floor is trees. You don't really see like animals he likes to bark at or anything like that. So, all right, so it's hot glued down pretty much. But like I said, you can put like a lighter, or you can use, if you want to add some real color to it, you can use yarn. Now I didn't do the bottom, and I'm going to leave it that way. Kind of looks a little bit different. So this is the back, this is where you place the dowel and glue it. And this is the front. And so I'll have another one, but I'm going to give this away. Probably I'm going to pick out the nicest one to put into my vase. And I think I have something down in here to get it to kind of stick up a little more. But yeah, like I said, if you're starting out, you may want to do it. You may want to do yours off the dowel and just do your folds and flatten it in the center right off the dowel, because that might make it easier for you. But put your dowel in the center of the fan. The back part, which isn't that great looking, you put it back there, and the front side you won't see it. And so you're kind of going to just in the center if you want to do your folds first before you put the dowel on. So that's pretty much it. And I hope you liked it, Donna. I know that you asked me to do that, and I always like to, you know, if somebody's really interested in learning, I really want to show you. And I myself learned from Tina Lee. So it was great. I'm learning a lot from her. Getting back to the planter that I made with baking soda, and it looks like a terracotta plant. I was so disappointed that I picked it up and cracked it. There was too much weight with the dirt and the plant, and it just cracked right in my hand. I was so upset. These things happen though with DIY, so you can't get upset because it was $1. So, you know, you can't cry over something like that. Now, if you spend 20, 50 bucks on something and it breaks, I'd really cry. So, but anyway, I'm going to be back to tell you something in a couple seconds. Let me get some iced tea. Okay, so I moved over here to the couch because I am in pain. I'm in so much pain. It's all under here. This is where I fell, and I am not a thin girl. Used to be, but not anymore. So I'm hurting a little bit. But anyway, okay. A couple of things I want to go over with you. This is going to be one video, but I am going to do another video. I may even do it tonight. Even though I'm in agony. If you don't see me post it, you'll know it was a dud, that I got to redo it. By the way, cheers. Homemade iced tea, boy. It's cheap, it's delicious, and it's cheap. Okay, so I stopped in the Dollar Tree. Now this isn't a haul, don't get excited. I saw a really good haul last night when I went to bed. Really good haul. This lady, I gotta look her up and tell you about her, because when I find someone good, I'm like, oh my God, she got good stuff. But I only stopped by to get these little crafter square thread, embroidery thread, so I can make my pumpkins. I made another one today. This was a day of freedom, I call. I didn't have to go babysit. I didn't have any errands. I just had to do laundry. I did laundry and I have my dinner in the oven. But I wanted to show you, I'm sure you guys have seen these, but I wanted to show you. I got 2 of these beautiful glasses. Now, I have 2 cups that I got in Dollar Tree about a year ago. 2 of them. This lime green. This is plastic. Because I figure when I die, I don't want my girls to have to throw out, or my son. Oh my God, look at all the stuff our mother has. I didn't want that because I've seen it many, many times. But I thought these were so beautiful, and they reminded me similar to my childhood glasses that my grandmother had and my dad. And they had like a silvery leaf on them. So I got 2 of these. I had to. I just thought they were so beautiful. And so I got the embroidery thread, and the last thing I got is this plastic bowl. This is like the terracotta color. The reason I got this is if you want to get a flower pot or something like that, even a plastic one, they're like anywhere from $5, $10, $15, $20 in Home Depot or Walmart, anywhere. They're pricey. This was $1. And I thought, hey, it's similar to the one I broke, the one I cracked. And I'll put a picture up of what it used to look like so you guys remember. But oh, it broke my heart when I broke it. I worked so hard to paint it, the baking soda paint, which turns like a terracotta feeling. I still have a vase I made and that little cup, which I'll show you in a second. The texture that it gives, it's like unbelievable for adding a little bit of baking soda. I got that idea from Tina Lynn. So I'm going to take my plant, hold on, and I'll show you. I should have had it here, hold on. Okay, this is really heavy, and it's no wonder I broke it. Why I thought I could pick up glass with one hand to move this heavy plant, I don't know. Okay, so now I bought this was the original planter it came in, and as you see, I just threw some red on it because I love that red, that terracotta look. So this was the original planter it came in, and I love this plant. It's a tropical plant, but I forget the name of it, but I love it. It's doing okay for being broken and transferred twice. But I'm going to see how it'll look in this bowl, because I got to take it out of this planter because it's just way too small. You see? What do you guys think? You think that'll work? Let me know in the comments. I'm hoping, but I have to get some more plant dirt, but I love this plant. So this is how it looks now, and I'll put a picture of when I had my terracotta plant. Like I said, I put some red paint on here. And I may paint this plastic thing, which won't break like the glass did. And so you let me know what you think. Another thing I got a while back, I have these leftover leaves and this mesh tubing. So I'm going to add a little more, and I have 2 more pumpkins left. I put 2 of these pumpkins on my wreath on my door just to jazz it up a little bit. So I'm going to show you my little decorations over here with the lights. My daughter gave me a bouquet of flowers for babysitting. She's very good-hearted, my daughter. And then I'm going to do a video about my mom. If I feel that it's okay, turns out okay, I will post it tonight. So say a prayer for me. But thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. So have a nice evening, and I may speed up some of that video a little bit of where I made the fan. If I don't feel it's necessary, I won't. But I don't like it when they run this over. So take care and God bless. I'll pray for you. Please pray for me. Take care.